Hey everyone, welcome to HeadTrip Air World Tour. Today we have a little bit of a nostalgic flight out of our very first airport when beginning this tour. So this isn't going to be a connecting flight on our tour, but we're just going to do a little bit of a look back on the very first departing airport that we took off from. And frankly, I just wanted to fly out of the good old KSLC because I downloaded the new model of the airport. So as you can see right here, we've got, let's see if we can get a better look at it. We've got the newly remodeled airport with the main terminal over here, underground tunnel coming over. For anyone who's been in this airport, you'll know that this is just there's only one point of entry. I'm curious if it's got like even that artwork there inside that main lobby. But anyways, my point being is that it's a long walk from this terminal over here on the south side to the north side, but we've made it. And parked here in this gate is our nice little Delta airliner, Boeing 737-800. No surprise there. And we're just going to take a just nice, relaxing flight over to San Francisco today, just for fun, just to take a break from the grind over there in where were we? Ghana, on the African continent. So, with that said, I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it. Looking forward to another flight out of my home airport in this beautiful airplane. And with all of that said, let's go ahead and get started up, see how things go. Local time, about 20 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon Zulu, but so I said local time. That was actually a lie. That was actually Zulu over there in Greenwich. Here it's closer to 10 a.m., I believe. Something like that in the morning. And we can verify that with the positioning of the sun. It's nowhere near 5 in the afternoon, as you can see. More like 10 or maybe even 11 in the morning. We'll see once we get the clock up. I can't remember how many hours behind Zulu we are, but looking forward to finding out. So, that said, let's go ahead and get started. This is Delta Flight 186. And we're going to load you in here just shortly on the jetway. I think I'm going to get rid of our stairs for the moment, and then we'll get a tug to take us out once we're ready to go. Going to go ahead and release the stairs. And we'll change the passenger entry to jetway. And we'll have to call into jetway at some point in time, but we won't do that just quite yet. So let's come back. I believe we've got our ground power now. We'll flip the battery on. We'll come up top, align the inertial reference system, 24 volts coming in on the battery. 115 volts of AC coming in on ground power. Let's go ahead and get this APU started up, shall we? With the APU engine fired up, we can go ahead and we can start up the APU generator. Almost. There's the bus right there. Jumped the gun just a tad there. We'll switch this. We've got 115 volts come in now on the APU gen, which is great. At which time we'll go ahead and light up our logo, even though we don't need to in the middle of the day. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave that off. But let's turn on our anti-collision lights. And strobe is at steady, so we're good there. Go ahead and open up the fuel pumps for the aft and the forward. Activate the emergency exit lights. And we'll go ahead and get our probes warmed up here. Get on our electric hydraulics. And I'm going to go ahead and start, turn off the recycling air, but I'm going to go ahead and open up the APU bleed, and we'll pressurize the system over here. Alright, now for a moment, we'll come in here and clear our enunciations, and then we'll drop down below to the FMC, load in our plan. But before we do that, actually, we need to go over to the EFB and request our data into our flight bag, and there it is right there. You can kind of see our path over here to San Francisco, right over top of Reno. Pretty close to Lake Tahoe. Not sure we're going to get a view of it, but maybe we'll get a distant view of it. And then coming into the Bay Area. And landing, from what I recall, on runway 28. So we're going to be taking off on 16R, which is quite common here for Salt Lake City. We'll see if we have any trouble doing that. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can, just one second. I want to see if we can get the door open. For our jetway. There we go. And let's see if we can bring the jetway in. Let's see. Can we request the jetway here? Forward gallery request. Or galley, I should say. Cabin clean. Air stairs, passenger box, jetway. I don't remember how to request jetway. Oh, there we go. Jetway request and release. There we go. There we go. Now we can get to business here. In our FMC, our positional data should be online, and indeed it is. And we'll go ahead and paste that right into here. Let's go to our route. Of course, we're starting at KSLC. Runway 16 right. Flight number Delta 16. Oh, sorry, not 165. Where's my clear? 185. Delta 185. Right here. Destination is going to be KSFO in San Francisco. And we're going to go ahead and request that flight plan right here. We'll load it up. Activate that and execute. Everything looks great. Performance initialization or 0 fuel weights, pretty standard. Cost index of 5, I think. Flight level 356. We'll confirm that. And we will request the rest. And execute that. So that's looking pretty good. There's our performance limits. I'm going to go ahead and request pushback. We'll get the engines started up. Hopefully everyone's loaded up, and then we'll go ahead and deal with our takeoff parameters, etc., and we'll be ready to go. Clear that off. We'll come down here. To pushback. We're going to remove the chocks. We're also going to select TPX 200 tug. And we'll start pushback.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back. Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Release the brake, please.
Brakes off.
Brakes released.
Now, while he's doing that, I'm going to get permission from ATC.
Here we go.
Let's go to clearance 12730. We'll get our flight plan approved. Jumped the gun a little bit on that, but what do you do, right? 127 300. Almost there. Right there. Let's get that filed, shall we? Salt Lake City clearance, requesting IFR clearance for Delta 186.
I missed the call sign for that last clearance request. Say again, call sign.
I slurred that just a little bit. Delta 186.
Aircraft calling for clearance. Say call sign.
Call sign Delta 186.
Delta 186. Salt Lake City clearance. Cleared to San Francisco. Desert 2 departure. Battle Mountain VOR transition. Then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 124.9er. Squawk 2661.
Okay, let's see if we can read this back okay. Salt Lake City clearance. Cleared San Francisco. Desert 2 departure. Battle Mountain transition, then was filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 124.9er. Squawk 2661. Delta 186.
Delta 186, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
1219er when ready for pushback or start. Delta 186. Alright, let's go ahead and get
Delta
permission.
1716, on our way to Orlando.
Let's go ahead and get
Delta 1716,
approval.
Salt Lake City clearance. Cleared to Orlando Airport. Rugged tree departure with
Let's
the
get
Kiera
over to
transition.
1219 really quickly.
Climb via SID. Departure frequency 124.9er. Squawk 0751.
1219 is going to be right here.
Cleared to Orlando Airport. Rugged 3 departure with the Kiera transition. Then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 124.9er.
That's going to take us over to ground. Let's go over.
07.
Over to ground. Salt Lake City ground, requesting push and start. Delta 186.
Delta 186, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west. Delta 186. Alright.
Air Mexico 793, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65, Aeromexico 793.
Well, we're faced, let's see. Looks like we're faced south. We're faced south, and because we did our pushback a little too soon, but that's okay.
Face east, Delta 1716.
And I'm going to go ahead and reduce that volume just a tad,
1117, gate 38, request pushback and engine start.
just so you can hear me over top of ATC.
Delta 1117, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face east.
All right.
Pushback and engine start approved, face east, Delta 1117.
Let's see what we got. Okay, with our pushback, we can go ahead and start the engines. Let's go ahead and do that now. Left engine first.
SkyWest 3874, gate Alpha 7 taxi via November, hold short runway 14.
Gate Alpha 7 taxi via November, hold short runway 14, SkyWest 3874.
Delta 1060, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Contact Tower 132.65, Delta 1060.
Here we go with the left engine.
Cross runway 14 at November. Continue taxi via November Papa, Mike, Hotel 1, Hotel 5, 8, Echo, Foxtrot 4, Charlie 2 West.
Cross runway 14 at November. Continue taxi via November Papa, Mike, Hotel 1, Hotel 58, Echo Foxtrot 4, Charlie 2 West, SkyWest 3874.
Delta 1716, taxi for departure. Delta 1716, runway 16 left taxi via 2 East Hotel, Hotel 13. Runway 16 left taxi via 2 East Hotel, Hotel 13, Delta 1716.
Delta 1117, request taxi.
All right, we'll go ahead to
Delta 1117, runway 16 left taxi via 1 East Hotel, Hotel
the right
13.
engine. Get started up over there as well.
Via 1 East Hotel, Hotel 13, Delta 1117.
SkyWest 4029, gate Delta 13 taxi 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65, Delta 791.
SkyWest 4029, cross runway 14 at November. Continue taxi via November, Papa, Mike, Hotel 1, Hotel 5.
Definitely want to make sure our parking brake's set.
Cross runway 14 at November. Continue taxi via November, Papa, Mike, Hotel 1, Hotel 5, 8, SkyWest 4029.
SkyWest 3859, Gate 28, request pushback.
SkyWest 3859, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, SkyWest 3859.
Delta 547 at gate 35, request pushback.
All right, there we go.
Delta 547, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved, face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Delta 547.
All right. With the engine started, go ahead and eat. Let's see, forward entry. Aha. Do we have a problem closing our door? Wow, that was terrifying, wasn't it? We didn't close our door. That seems to be pretty status quo lately for our day and age, doesn't it? Let's just go ahead and fix that.
Delta 1546, cross runway 14 at November. Continue taxi via November, Papa, Mike, Hotel 1, Hotel 5, 8.
Whoopsie daisy.
Echo Golf Victor, Delta 1546.
I thought that didn't look quite right. Who would have known?
West 3859, request taxi to the active.
There we go. That's looking a little better. Bring the air back on. We're going to go ahead and make sure folks sit down in their seats. Put their seat trays upright. Turn off all mobile devices. And get ready for the flight of their life. We're going to be rolling up to roughly, I want to say 35,000 feet is what I believe. So let's just see if we can set our cabin pressure to accommodate that. And then also get our yaw damper on. Nobody wants to be flying around like a salmon during spawning season.
Contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65. Have a good day.
We're going to get our taxi lights on. We're going to go ahead and ask for taxi approval here in just a few minutes. Before we do, let's do a quick check on all of our overhead settings to make sure things are looking reasonable. We don't need wheel well or wing lights. We do have anti-collision on, however, and we do have our strobe steady. Logo light is off due to our early morning flight. Engines are both started. APU can now come off. Go ahead and lock out the bleed. Let that settle down. We're going to go to our generators here, being run by our engines. And our landing lights, for the time being, are deactivated. All fuel pumps running, all hydraulics set. No errors that I can see. Let's move our voltage to Gen 1. We're getting 115 volts there. We're also getting 115 volts on Gen 2. That looks good. Battery still working. Yaw damper back on. Don't know why that didn't stick. Yaw damper now on. Our probes are on. Since we are in October, although I will say it's quite a warm October here in Salt Lake City, but we'll go ahead and get some wing anti-ice on just to be on the safe side. And then warm up our windows as well. And that looks pretty good from what I can tell up top. Let's come down to the glare shield. We'll look at our flight plan for the moment here. But before we do, I do know one thing, and that is that we're going to be setting our throttle at 5 degrees. So let's go ahead and do that now. Not our throttle. That is completely false. Our flap, sorry. Speaking is hard. Our throttles are at idle, as they should be. Our speed brake is deactivated, as it should be. Our parking brake is still on. Go ahead. We're not going to need any panel lighting. Do the time of day. Our anti-skids are off, so we can actually take off without any problems. We'll get those set while we're up in the air. So now, let's go back down to the FMC, finish up down there. And then I think we'll call it good. So, all of our ground services are good. Ground maintenance, just to make sure we're not low on any oils. Obviously, you wouldn't do this with the engine running. Do what I say, don't do what I do. We've got our pushback done, our doors are shut. Fuel, I believe, is set. No more ground services needed. Chocks are removed.
Delta 547, contact Salt Lake City Tower 3265, take care.
Over to Tower 3265, Delta 547. Have a good day.
Alright. So, back into the FMC. Couple other things we need to do. We need to set our takeoff parameters, as I said. We're going to be setting flaps at 5 degrees.
Delta 1661, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start.
What else do we need in order to get... Hold tight. Our departure.
Contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Make sure we know what's... We're going to be heading out on 16 right. And this is going to be the Desert 2. Standard departure at Battle Mountain as the transition. Then we're going to roll over to San Francisco, coming in on ILS. That's an instrument landing for 28R. And let's see, we're going to be at BGA 3. Transition is going to be legs. And isn't that exciting? With all that set, we can look at our legs. Not a single discontinuity. That is a beautiful thing.
Delta 1661, runway 16 right, taxi via 1 west, Alpha
A lot of Delta flowing out of here. So, as I said, local time. That's interesting. That is super interesting, actually. Okay, that's Zulu, though. That's Zulu time. So, take what, 7 or 8 hours away from that. About 11 o'clock, I believe. We're going to go ahead and put our glare shield in planning mode for just 1 second. And we'll step these things through one by one. Maybe give ourselves a little wider angle on that, though, as we're planning. Okay, here's our waypoints. Starting at the airport. That's going to be our... That is interesting. Okay, everything looks connected there, but why doesn't our... Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, see what the heck is going on. Let's step that through. So that's going to go there, right over top of the airport, over to Seafin, up in to the airport. Then there's our go around. Okay, this is the part that I don't understand. Let's zoom out. I've got no connection from SLC. Here, I'm going to go all the way out. How do we get there? See, that makes no sense to me because we're running down here. Okay, I've got to fix something. I definitely have to fix something. Something is just not right. Let's go to 1. Vector. Okay, so they're going to vector me at 164 degrees, which is what they're doing here. And
Delta 1661, hold position for company traffic.
is it the Dirge and Boney that I'm pretty sure. Look, I think it's going to be.
Delta 1661, continue taxi.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Let's see if this works.
JetBlue 2531, gate 1.
This seems to be more
JetBlue
accurate.
2531, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west.
See that looks a lot better. Does that look a lot better to you? That looks a lot better to me. Coming out of 16R and then just going left to desert, and we're on our way. Rather than yeah, we had a couple waypoints in there that we really didn't want to have there. So that's going to take us out to desert. And this looks like a much more reasonable come in, and that looked right. That looked right. Coming in. And then Cork. Let me zoom in a little bit more.
Delta 1093, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Delta 1093.
Okay, so we do have a little bit of funky stuff going on here. So we come in from Cork down. We're coming in down, but that's maybe okay, because as long as we step, how do we get from here to here? That's what I want to know. So we have some funky stuff going on there as well. Let's go ahead and I think it's from this vector here. Bricks, Cork, Bigelow, legs, and then final. So I think this is, I believe this is what we have to do. Battle Mountain, legs. Okay, let's figure that out. Okay, everything good up until about this point. Legs, pile, Bigelow, lots, Bettiga, Cork, bricks, then a vector, and then you're going to come to Seepin. I guess that makes sense if they vector me there. I guess that makes sense. And then we're in. So maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of my vector, because we're going straight to desert, but that's fine. That'll work. That'll work. They'll just vector us on the very final run. So that looks good. I'm going to come back up and we'll go back to map mode, and we'll go ahead and put the first officer's display on planning mode and a little further out. Nice little. There we go. FMC legs. There we go. Good. Now, here's our route. Coming right out of Salt Lake City, just over the western part of the Great Salt Lake. We're going to go straight over, nearly over Wendover. Keep going. We're going to do a little fly over Reno, right north of Lake Tahoe, over the Sierra Nevadas, and over the valley. And then we'll come in here and probably hit a view of San Jose, come down to the bay. And we're going to be coming in, taking a landing on runway 28, which is, let's see if we can find that thing. All right. It's going to be this guy right here, 28. Right? Yep, that's correct. So we're coming in on this guy right here. So they'll vector me from here over here, and then we'll come in. So that should work.
Delta 400, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face west.
Now,
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west, Delta 400.
anything else we're missing? Of course there is. There always is. What did I want to look at? A couple of final setup items. One is going to be our ILS landing over here on the runway in San Francisco. One way to solve that mystery right here is go to our approaches. We're going to be doing the runway 28R ILS. There's not many of them. I think it's this guy right here. Category 1, 2, and 3. I am nearly positive it's this guy. Let's go ahead and look at the localizer frequencies. Looks like that's going to be 111.7. So that's one thing we want to do right now before we forget. We want to put these on 1117. Same over on this side here.
Pushback approved, face east, Delta 1007.
1117. Activate. And then, of course,
Delta 400, taxi for departure.
we'll get our flight directors on and ready to go
Delta
there.
1093, contact Salt Lake City Tower 3265, see you.
Over to
All right.
3265, Delta 1093. Have a good day.
A couple other things we want to do. We want to come over
00, runway 16 right, taxi
to our arrival
Alpha 5, Alpha, Alpha 11.
Runway 16
chart.
right, taxi via 2 west, Alpha 5, Alpha,
28
Alpha
is right here.
400.
Looks like there's a 2AR and L. We're going to be coming in on R, and that's got a heading of 284 degrees there, as you can see. So we're going to put our final course at 284. That will make life extremely less complicated down the road. 284. What did I say? 284. 284. 284 course here. We're going to put 284 course over here as well. Always overshoot that just a little bit.
Delta 668, gate 12, request pushback.
284. Perfect. Course is set.
68, Salt Lake City ground,
Now let's come back a little bit to our.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Delta 668.
I was going to say this sounds like always, and it is.
Request taxi to the active.
I thought we were listening to another band, but so here's our 16R. That's going to be leaving the valley at 164 degrees before we vector out west. So 164 degrees will be our initial heading,
Hotel 13, Delta 1007.
and we're almost there. Initial flight altitude is going to be 10,000 feet. Our initial speed, we're going to set to 250 knots. There we go. And then our initial vertical speed, of course, is going to be a climb of roughly 1,500 feet per minute, probably closer to 1,800 feet per minute. And everything up there looks really good.
good speed 52 whiskey.
All right. Well, now you know why it takes so long
Start approved, face
for your captain just to get this show on the road.
Good speed 5T whiskey.
Just lots going on, right?
Delta 668, taxi for departure.
Can we all agree to that?
Delta 668, runway 16 right, taxi via 1 west, Alpha, Alpha 11.
Runway 16 right, taxi via 1 west, Alpha, Alpha 11, Delta 668. Southwest 4290, ramp 2, request pushback and engine start.
Southwest 4290, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved. face
All right.
west.
Pushback
All right,
and
all right,
engine
all right.
start approved, face west, Southwest 4290.
Here's a little diagram of our Salt Lake Airport. As I mentioned before, we've got runway 16R that we'll be heading out on, so it's going to be a pretty straightforward taxi. Probably out Foxtrot and Alpha or Bravo, and most likely go pretty close to the edge of the end of the runway, heading out south.
Delta 1072, gate 25, request pushback.
Ground frequencies listed, tower frequencies listed here. ATIS listed here, 12475. It looks like it's going to be our ATIS. Let's go ahead and I don't know if we need it so much here. We're gonna need it probably closer when we get to San Francisco, so we make sure our altimeter's set. But we certainly could do it. It certainly wouldn't hurt. ATIS 125625. I think this is going to be the one, the active one. So let's go ahead and come out and set ATIS real quickly here. Because why not, right? It's going to be 125625. 125625. And we'll get our altimeter set. 625 right there. Let's switch over.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 20. Dew point -0 degree. Altimeter 3000.
300.
Runway 14, 16 right, 16 left, 17. Advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar.
On information Oscar, we're at straight 3000 on altimeter.
Information Oscar. 16421. Wind 140 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 20. Dew point -0 degree.
Okay.
Altimeter 3000. Landing and departing runway 14, 16 right, 16.
There we go. Got what we need from that. Let's switch back to ground.
Contact tower 132.65, Delta 1007.
All right.
Southwest 42.
Well, I think that's pretty much covers it.
Southwest 4290, runway 16 right taxi.
Anything else we are forgetting before we head on out?
Alpha 11.
Runway 16 right taxi via Tree West, Charlie, Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot Alpha, Alpha 11.
We're a little behind schedule, as you can see. I think we were supposed to take off the block several minutes ago. We're 43 minutes into this sucker, and it was only supposed to take us about maybe 25 minutes to get out of here. So we better get on the road. We'll try to get going as fast as we can in the sky. Let's go ahead and get our taxi clearance, shall we?
Hotel 13.
Runway 16 left taxi via 2 East Hotel, Hotel 13, Delta 1650.
Solid ground, requesting taxi to runway 16 right, Delta 186.
Delta 186, runway 16 right taxi via 3 West. Charlie, Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot Alpha, Alpha 11.
Runway 16 right, taxi via 3 West, Charlie, Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot Alpha, Alpha 11, Delta 186. All right, so we've got our taxi clearance.
Contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65. Have a good day.
Contact tower 132.65, Delta 668. Have a good one.
Contact tower 132.65, Delta 186. Have a good day.
Delta 186, request not understood.
132.65. Have a good day.
Aircraft calling, did not copy.
Oh my goodness.
Delta 1072.
What does she want me? Salt Lake City Tower 132.65, Delta 186.
Delta 1072, runway 16 left taxi via 2 West, 2 East, Hotel, Hotel 13.
Runway 16 left taxi via 2 West, 2 East, Hotel, Hotel 13, Delta 1072.
Let's see if she acknowledges me. We're backed up a little bit on the frequency.
186, request not understood.
Oh man, she doesn't understand.
Delta 649, gate 1 tree, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 649, Salt Lake City ground,
Okay.
pushback approved. Base
I think we've got approval because...
Face west, Delta 649.
Oh yeah, she said have a good one, which means we're no longer talking. I gotta move over to 132.65. How rude. 132.65. Oh, let's see. (132.65). Switching over to tower.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, good speed 5T whiskey, take care.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Scrap always takes me a lot longer than I think it will. Let's get in the sky. Parking brake off. And did I turn on our taxi light? Yes, I did.
Delta 668, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5, fly runway heading, runway 16
One thing I need to do.
Cleared for takeoff.
I need to follow the instructions on how to get the crap out of here. So let me just look at the instructions. She told me to go. Where's my instructions? They're like 500 communications back. 186. We're going to go 3 west. Charlie, Foxtrot. 3 west, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Runway 16 right, line up and wait.
Foxtrot 4 and Alpha. So we're going to go all the way, just straight down, all the way to Alpha, and then we're going to go all the way to Alpha 11, which I believe is the very end. So that's pretty straightforward. Taxi, just straight out and out.
Wind 140 at 5, fly heading 300, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading
Here we go.
runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1650.
Southwest 4290, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5, fly heading 010, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 010, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 4290.
Delta 668, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Delta 668.
Salt Lake City Tower, Delta 00 Foxtrot, visual runway 17.
And dummy me just turned the exact opposite way that I should have gone, so
Salt Lake City Tower, wind
we'll get there.
140 at 5, runway 17 cleared to land.
Runway 17 cleared to land, Delta 00 Foxtrot.
Here's Foxtrot right here on this runway.
4290, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Southwest 4290.
How we doing with traffic?
72 ready to go, runway 16 left.
Delta 1072, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
There's Bravo to the right. We're going to keep going to Alpha.
Delta 1072, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5, fly heading 340, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 340, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1072.
Delta 00
Looks like we've
Foxtrot,
got
exit right
one
at
in front of
November.
us.
Exit right at November, Delta 00 Foxtrot.
Delta 1650, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Delta 1650.
All right, well, we're making our way down the runway. There was one thing I think I failed to do.
Monitor ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er, Delta 00 Foxtrot.
Our takeoff speeds need to be set. That's the last thing that I was waiting for. There we go. Anybody behind us? Not at the moment.
Delta 649 ready to go, runway 16 right.
Delta
There's-
649, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5. Fly heading 080, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
There's 649 right in front of us, getting ready to take off.
6 right, cleared for takeoff, Delta 649.
There goes 649.
Delta 1072, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Delta 1072. Have a good one.
We better look up departure because that's where we're going to be heading right after this.
Hopper Jet 350, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5. Fly heading 080, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 080, runway 17, cleared for takeoff. Hopper Jet 350.
There they go. And if I'm not careful, there I go. Sorry, trying to do multiple things here right as I approach the hold short point. Here's 111 right here. All the way to the end.
Delta
16 right.
649, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Delta 649. Have a good day.
I sure wish you'd give him the departure frequency because I don't know what it is.
350, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Okay, let's go ahead and get takeoff clearance.
Departure, Hopper Jet 350.
Salt Lake Tower requesting departure on runway 16 right, Delta 186.
Delta 186, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5. Fly heading 270, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 270, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. Have a good day, Delta 186. Okay, so I'm going to set my heading at 270. That's the vector she's given. That'll take me right out to Desert 2. But we won't activate that till we get off the ground. Taxi lights come off. Landing lights on. We're ready to rock.
Skyshare 744 ready to go, runway 14.
Skyshare 744, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 140 at 5. Fly heading 260, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 260.
There we go.
Runway 14, cleared for
Get the
takeoff.
auto
Skyshare
throttle activated.
744.
Wait for our callouts.
Rotate.
rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate, gear up. And we will go to autopilot with a heading select.
Delta 186, reset transponder. Squawk 2661.
Heading select over to the desert. Squawk 2661, Delta 186.
Skyshare 744, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Skyshare 744.
Delta 186, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Alright, that's the tricky part because I don't know where Salt Lake City departure is. But we'll try to guess. Maybe 122950.
Delta 186, contact Salt Lake City departure.
Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's 135775. And I need to get my flaps up. Let's try that one. 122. Oh, 135. Sorry, 135. $775. Let's try that. Salt Lake Center with you on 135.775 Delta 186.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
Delta 186.
Delta 186, say altitude.
Delta 186 at 8,500 feet.
Delta 186, Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Continue climb to 15,000, altimeter tree 002.
Continue climb to 15,000 feet. A3002. Delta 186. And we're on our way. Ascending at about 1,800 feet per minute, roughly about 250 knots. I'm going to go ahead and increase our speed now to 350. Get ourselves rocking and rolling. Or 340, I should say. And let's see what we can do.
Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 3704, flight level 330.
Skywest 3704, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Oh, we're up above 10. Up to 15,000. My bad. Let's climb. Vertical speed. Let's go up 1,900 feet per minute. 18, I guess. Maybe 19, 20. Just because we're a little behind schedule. Might be a little aggressive, but
Delta 668.
we'll see if we can make it.
Contact Salt Lake Center 119.95.
Contact Salt Lake Center 119.95, Delta 668.
Delta 186. Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55.
Salt Lake City. Correction, Salt Lake Center 128.55 Delta 186. Salt Lake Center with you here on 128.55, Delta 186.
Delta 186, say altitude.
Altitude 12,800 feet, Delta 186.
Delta 186, Salt Lake Center, climb, maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Delta 186.
Airspur 8766, contact Salt Lake Center 135.775. Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775.
Okay, so we'll be moving all the way up to 34,000 feet, which is set here on our glare shield now.
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 3442, flight level 340.
Southwest 3442, Salt Lake Center, roger.
All right, let's check it out. Heading towards the Salt Flats. Or I should say West Desert. I don't think we're here at the Salt Flats just quite yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Working our way to our first waypoint, Desert 2, and then we'll go ahead and hit LNAV mode, and life will get good from there, and we can kind of just watch this kind of with our legs up on the glare shield, looking out at the so-so scenery, because I think today was an update patch day, and I think the internet connection is fairly slow, so I don't know if we're getting full resolution on this guy, but can't have everything you want. Can't have everything you want.
Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775, November 738 Tango Sierra.
Okay, we're right there on our waypoint. I'm going to go ahead and shift over to LNAV. And that'll line us up.
Southwest 3442, contact Salt Lake Center 133.45.
Right there on our route. Overshot it just barely, but it'll come back. It'll come back to where it needs to be. And heading on our way out to Wendover. Yucky. That seems to be a cabin altitude issue. That's what I figured. So, let's see what we've done wrong up top here. Let's go ahead and cut the horn out, but
Alaska 1443, Salt Lake Center, roger.
we've got pressure. Going up to 34,000 feet, I should say. Did we get all of our... I think we need to put our packs on. That's probably the problem. That's my guess. Let's see what happens here with our pressurization. Whoopsie daisy. And there we go. Lose all of our pressure. All of our pressure right there. just totally screwed. So we're going to have to go manual. Apologize for this. Let's open this thing up. If you're feeling lightheaded, if you're passing out, just know we love you. We're glad you're here on the flight with us. We'll try to make things a little bit smoother going forward, but please stay in your seats as the seatbelt light is currently active. We'll be bringing around snack and beverage services for you. Possibly. Alright, things look pretty good. Let's go ahead and clear that enunciation. And cabin altitude still struggling a little bit with that one, so I'm not 100% sure. We probably need to get a little more pressure coming in. Let's go all the way up to the top. Pressurize fully.
Salt Lake Center, WestJet 1448, flight level 370.
Yep, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Landing altitude is going to be pretty darn close to sea level. I'm gonna close this just a tad, maybe right there. I'm just gonna keep it there. Can we go auto? Nope. Maybe we can. Auto is a total fail. We're gonna have to stay manual. Don't know how to get that light off though. That's gonna bug me the whole flight. Basically, it's just reminding me that I failed to ensure that our passengers are comfortable with plenty of oxygen, pressurized air. But this is, after all, an economy flight. Just passing 27,400 feet, working our way up to 34,000. Working our way to the Utah-Nevada border. There we go. We'll zoom out just one. That'll give you a nice overview.
Horizon Air 2413, contact Salt Lake Center 118.05.
Contact Salt Lake Center 118.05, Horizon Air 2413.
Now hopefully I haven't missed any 43, 743. Hopefully I haven't missed any call outs here for Delta Flight 185. I don't think so though. I don't think so. I think we're good until we get closer to the coast. Airspeed's down just a little bit, so I'm going to reduce my climb. It did it for me, looks like. Let's just keep it at maybe vertical speed of 1,000. It's probably going to keep shutting us off until we pick up our speed. Let's go flat for a while. Once this speed gets above this yellow band here, we'll be able to increase our altitude a little bit. See, we're dropping a little bit just to pick up our speed. Plane does that for us. We are moving by at a okay clip, I suppose. Not great. But we were climbing pretty quick, so we were almost up to our 34. Now, I should be able to climb just ever so slightly once we build up that speed again. Our N1's high, but I think I would have expected these to be a little higher down here. It's just, we probably pushed ourselves a little bit too much on the climb. Get that speed back up. Let's go up to 500 feet per minute at least.
Salt Lake Center, Giant 3744 heavy, flight level tree 40.
Giant 3744 heavy, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Wendover. Let's see if we can find it. Should be right over here, tucked up against the mountain, I believe. There's the airport, so Wendover's got to be... Where's the city? I can't see a darn thing. I guess that's Wendover right there. There's Wendover. Nothing to write home about, really, from this altitude. With the salt flats out here. And we're into Nevada and moving on. We'll see how crazy it is at the San Francisco International Airport.
Air Canada 932 heavy, contact Salt Lake Center 135.775.
Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775. Air Canada 932 heavy.
Heading out to our Battle Mountain transition.
Contact Salt Lake Center 132.25. Have a good one.
Contact Salt Lake Center 132.25, Delta 186. 132.25. Down here and tune that. 132 down to 25.
Salt Lake Center, Alaska 392, flight level 350.
Alaska 392, Salt Lake Center radar.
Switch over. Salt Lake Center with you on 132.25. Correction, Delta 186. They barely understood that. almost up to our cruise altitude. We're at 32.3, working our way up to 34. And from there, we may be able to move to our VNAV profile over here. So right now, we're moving up 500 feet per minute, and our LNAV's keeping us on course. We're moving at about 0.82 Mach, which currently at our altitude is true airspeed of about 453 knots, ground speed of 426 knots. There's the indicator telling us we're getting very close to our targeted altitude.
Good day, Salt Lake Center, United 1840, descending via Bear 5, flight level 330.
United 1840, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
Salt Lake Center, Horizon Air 2200, flight level 330.
Horizon Air 2200, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
Okay, that gets us to 34,000 feet. And gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna move over to VNAV and see if this will take things over from there. So right now we're active with both VNAV and LNAV. Hopefully that will keep us right on our descent profile when we come to that, I believe. It's been a long time since I've tried that VNAV, so we'll see how that goes. But everything should be pretty well ready to rock right now. So I think mostly until we get ready to descend, we're just going to be looking out the window. Probably, I don't know how long this flight is. This is usually about an hour and 45 minutes or something like that. So we'll see how long it takes us to get there. Just give yourself a little bit of a view, maybe out the pilot's window. I want to keep an eye as I move away from the cockpit on my instruments, so I think I'm going to zoom back a little bit and get a decent swath of my glare shield as well. That should do it right there. That'll give me all the information I need. And with that said, I think we're going to step away from the cockpit, and we'll be back when we get closer to landing. Go ahead and enjoy the playlist, and we'll see you, I don't know, maybe in about, I'm going to say, at this speed,
Salt Lake Center, Air Canada 737.
probably about 40 minutes, maybe less, maybe 30 minutes.
737 Salt Lake Center, roger.
All right, see you soon.
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 3442, good day, flight level tree 40.
Southwest 3442 Salt Lake Center, roger.
Salt Lake Center, Alaska 624, good day, flight level tree 50.
Alaska 624 Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Southwest 3442 Salt Lake Center, expect Celebrity 5, runway 17 left.
Expect number 5, runway 17 left, Southwest 3442.
Good day, flight level tree 70.
WestJet 2060 Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Horizon Air 2413, contact Salt Lake Center 133.45.
Contact Salt Lake Center 133.45, Horizon Air 2413.
United 1840, contact Salt Lake Center 118.05.
Contact Salt Lake Center 118.05, United 1840.
Air Canada 737, contact Oakland Center 128.8, take care.
Contact Oakland Center 128.8, Air Canada 737.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 1562, flight level 410.
Delta 1562 Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
Salt Lake Center, Horizon Air 2126, good day, flight level 350.
Horizon Air 2126 Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
Salt Lake Center, WestJet 1510, good day, flight level 360.
WestJet 1510 Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Center 128.8. Have a good day.
Contact Oakland Center 128.8, WestJet 2060.
Break the dance, move
WestJet 2152 Heavy. Contact Oakland Center 128.8.
Contact Oakland Center 128.8, WestJet 2152 Heavy.
Salt Lake Center, Japan Air 58 Heavy. Good day. Descending via Stiller 3. Flight level 545. Japan Air 58 Heavy, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 4682, descending via Saddle 4, flight level tree 40.
SkyWest 4682, Salt Lake Center, roger. Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 3794, flight level 339er. SkyWest 3794, Salt Lake Center, roger. 1510. Contact Oakland Center 128.8.
Contact Oakland Center 128.8, WestJet 1510. Bye-bye.
Okay. It looks like, well, let's see. It looks like nothing's changed in our altitude pattern, so I think we're going to have to do that manually. I'm going to go ahead and call in a request. Let's see where we need to be. We're on frequency 132.250, which is center. I think we need to get to approach 124.9 is, I think, where we need to be. Let's see if we can check it with them, see what we can get out of them. Frequency does not exist. 124.9. Well, that's interesting. Frequency does not exist, huh? Let's try 122.950. There's Unicom, nothing on there, so let's go ahead and come to tower 132.650. We'll find a frequency somewhere here. 132.650. Not yet. We're probably way too high. That's our problem. That's our problem. We gotta get our butts down. So let's go back to center. 135.775. Oh, you know what? I know. 135.1. I'm on the wrong airport. Let's go up to 135.1. We're definitely going to have to do a go-around. We'll never make it. Norcal Terminal Radar Approach Control with you on frequency 122.950, Delta 186.
Delta 186, northbound departure. Good day. Clear direct belly. Resume the Desert 2.
Norcal departure. Good day, cleared all pile. What the heck?
Delta 186, Norcal, expect obligatory, runway 28 right.
Expect Bodega 3, runway 28 right, Delta 186. Whatever the heck that means.
Delta 186, increase speed to 280 knots.
Increase speed to 280 knots.
Norcal United 893 Heavy, 1,400 feet.
United 893 Heavy, NorCal departure. Radar contact clear. Direct gunner. Resume the gunner tree. Climb, maintain flight level 190.
Clear direct gunner. Resume the gunner tree. Climb, maintain flight level 190. United 893 Heavy.
Okay, here's the deal. We need to go down.
United 837 Heavy, 600 feet.
So I'm going to bring our speed.
Heavy, NorCal departure. Good day. Radar contact clear. Direct
I'm going to bring our speed way down. I'm just going to coast on down. Coast on down, and we're going to move our flight level down about, oh, I don't know. We need to go all the way down. We need to come down like a mother scratcher. I'm going to come down to pretty much all the way.
Norcal Skywest 5676, 500 feet.
5,000 feet.
Skywest 5676, NorCal departure. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Down 3,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Skywest 5676.
3,000 feet per minute.
Norcal United 1883. good day, 500 feet. United 1883, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct West Loop. Resume the West Loop 5. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Clear direct West Loop. Resume the West Loop 5. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. United 1883.
NorCal United 888 Heavy, good day, 500.
United 888 Heavy, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct gunner, resume the gunner tree, climb and maintain 1515,000.
Clear direct gunner, resume the gunner tree, climb and maintain 1515,000, United 888 Heavy.
Local JetBlue 15700. JetBlue 15, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct port, resume the West Loop 5, climb maintain 17,000. Clear direct port, resume the West Loop 5, climb maintain 17,000, JetBlue 15.
NorCal, SkyWest 5273, 700 feet.
SkyWest 5273, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct port, resume the West Loop 5, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Clear direct port. Resume the West Loop 5. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. SkyWest 5273.
Let's look overhead, make sure everything looks good. From what I can tell,
United 2367, contact Oakland Center 119.475.
Contact Oakland Center 119.475, United 2367.
down to 26,000 feet.
NorCal, SkyWest 5966, 500 feet.
SkyWest 5966, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, SkyWest
There's a bay area over there. It's like Alcatraz out there. We're going to be taking a dip to the left here shortly. Down to 21,000 feet. Probably ought to go down just a little. Well, I don't think we can get down any faster than this, to be honest with you. Maybe with some speed brakes. There we go. Making our turn towards the bay.
NorCal, JetBlue 1734, 500.
JetBlue 1734, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct balloon, resume the night tree.
Cleared direct Galoo, resume the night tree. JetBlue 1734.
SkyWest 5342, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Contact Oakland Center 127.45, SkyWest 5342.
186, contact Oakland Center 127.8. Have a good day.
There it is. Contact Oakland Center 127.8, Delta 186.
United 8.
Delta Center. Correction, Oakland Center on 127.8, Delta 186.
November 999 Mike Sierra, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, November 999, Mike Sierra.
United 893 Heavy, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 410.
Climb and maintain flight level 410, United 893 Heavy.
Oakland Center, United 888 Heavy. Good day. Climbing 12,200 for 15,000, direct Amaker.
United 888 Heavy, Oakland Center, good day, climb, maintain flight level 300.
Climb, maintain flight level 300, United 888 Heavy.
So we're going to be swinging over on the other side, on the south side of the bay, and then we're going to get some vectors to turn around, and we'll take a runway 28 right, coming back the other direction there in San Francisco. Down to 13,900 feet. There's the Golden Gate Bridge down there below, if you can see. Right down there. And our window shield. I wonder if we're going to get an opportunity to go down to Tower. Maybe we're just too high in the sky. Let's see what happens when we get below 10,000 feet. Oops. Tower is going to be 125.0. 125.0. I'm going to go ahead and tune that in anticipation. Gonna fly right over top of the airport. Right up here.
November 999 Mike Sierra, turn left, heading 290.
Turn left, heading 290, November 999, Mike Sierra.
Let's see if we can swap frequencies and get any response down at this level. Not yet.
Over to Tower 118.7, November 999, Mike Sierra. Take care.
Oakland Center requesting a heading to my next fix, Delta 186.
Delta 186, turn left, heading 085. Climb and maintain 15,000, altimeter 2980. Reduce speed to 250 knots.
It's interesting. Turn left, heading 290, huh? Over to tower, 085, plane. I'm well under 15,000, so reduce speed to 250.
Delta 186, turn left, heading 085. Climb and maintain 15,000, altimeter 2980. Reduce speed to 250 knots.
Turn left, heading 085, climb and maintain 15,000. 829.80, reduce speed to 250 knots, Delta 186.
United 837 Heavy, contact Oakland Center 132.2. Contact Oakland Center
085, I'm just curious where that's going to take me. 085. Let's find out. Oakland Center requesting heading to my next fix, Delta 186.
Delta 186, turn left, heading 030, climb, maintain 15,000 feet, reduce speed to 250 knots.
030, huh? Climb and maintain 15,000. I'm not going to climb. Heading 030, climb and maintain 15,000 feet, reduce speed to 250 knots, Delta 186.
United 893 Heavy, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Contact Oakland Center 132.2, United 893 Heavy.
We're going to have a final course of 284. I'm going to try to brake. Let's get this thing tilting faster.
United 888 Heavy, contact Oakland Center 132.2. Contact Oakland Center 132.2, United 888 Heavy.
Oakland Center, JetBlue 17.
See if we can get this thing turned around enough. We're down to 2,800 feet.
16,000.
If we can turn quickly enough, maybe we can get...
Oakland Center, good day. Climb, maintain flight level 330.
It's going to be tricky.
Climb, maintain flight level 330, JetBlue 1734.
Going to go 250 for a moment. Let's go all the way 209. This thing is having a hard time turning around. There's a bridge down below. But we are at 2,500 feet. Maybe, just maybe. We're hoping.
JetBlue 1734, contact Oakland Center 119.475.
Contact Oakland Center 119.475, JetBlue 1734.
San Francisco Tower coming in.
Aircraft calling did not copy.
Let's go down. I don't know. I think we're too close. There it is. We just need to go down.
SkyWest 5290, holding short, runway 28 left.
And not only that, but we need our...
90, hold short of 28 left, departing traffic.
Affirm, hold short of 28 left for traffic.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
SkyWest 5290, runway 28 left, line up and wait.
We're gonna have to...
Line up and wait, runway 28 left.
We're gonna have to do it once more. Let's take our heading around.
SkyWest 5290, San Francisco Tower, wind 285 at 7, fly heading 010, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 010, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff, SkyWest 5290.
United 2051, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure, United 2051.
Gear down.
United 1403, San Francisco Tower, wind 285 at 7, fly heading 260, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 260, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff, United 1403.
SkyWest 5290, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure, SkyWest 5290.
It's nice to have the bay that we can just do a quick little flyover, come back, and try her again. We'll try to meet up here at the Seppen waypoint, and then we'll come back in. See if we can get this ILS landing going for us. Flaps are full, 40 degrees.
United 1403, contact NorCal departure, have a good flight.
Contact NorCal departure, United 1403.
I'm having a hard time getting anybody on the radio though. Maybe Tracon 133.1. 133.1. Oh, 135.1. Excuse me. NorCal Terminal Radar Approach Control with you on 135.1, Delta 186.
Delta 186, NorCal departure, clear direct Dutch, resume the Desert 2.
Direct cleared Dirch, resume the Desert 2, Delta 186.
Delta 186, turn right, heading 245, intercept the 16 right localizer.
Turn right, heading 245, intercept the 16R localizer, Delta 186.
NorCal, Air Canada 737, 15,900 feet with information Alpha.
A little bit funky there.
Air Canada 737, NorCal approach, altimeter 2980, expect the visual approach, runway 19 left.
A little bit funky there.